So a little bit about this project. For those of you that don't know, it's called a draw knife, and it's generally used for shaping of wood and kind of scraping it smooth. I got it at an antique shop, and the handles that were on it were really wobbly and they're falling off, and and one of them was actually different than the other one. So they needed to be replaced. Other than that, it's in really good condition, I think. I mean, the blade is still nicely hardened and sharp. The handles are a little bit crooked, but that's not going to matter too much for me. Other than that, it's in decent shape. So I just replaced the handles, and I could have done a lot more with them. As you can see, they're really kind of plain. I didn't even do. I did one pass of 100 grit sandpaper to smooth them up just a hair. I rough shaped them with the flap disc on the angle grinder. They're just epoxied on, and the nicks. I put some nicks in the steel because down on the handles it was softer steel, so I cut a couple of notches around them, and that's just to give the epoxy to kind of grip into. So I'm not really worried about them falling off or being pulled off, and they're jammed in there pretty good ways too. So I like I said, I could have done a lot more with the handles, but at the end of the day, it's a tool that I'm going to be using probably a fair amount. So how good it looks didn't really concern me. On some other project, if I was going to sell this maybe, or display it or something, I certainly would have done a little bit more. But I'm very pleased with this. I like how it came out. It looks kind of rustic, and it is. It's an antique. So so I'm happy with the handles, even though they are simple and kind of rough. I didn't completely scrape off all the epoxy. But again, I'm going to be working with it, so I'm not really concerned about it. I do like how it came out, and so in the future maybe I'll do another one, and I'll make it really fancy, and I'll put some metal collars on the top, and really smooth out the handles, and straighten this out, heat it up and hammer it back into shape and all that. But this one I'm going to use just the way it is. And so that's it for this project. I'm just going to hone up the edge a little bit. It is sharp, but it's not as sharp as I'd like it, so I'm going to hone that, and other than that, it's done. So that was took me about, I don't know, maybe an hour and all. Not a very long restoration. So thanks for watching.